This is going to be a new series about my TTC IVF fertility journey. This channel is going to have other things on it too, but a series in the channel is going to be about my fertility journey, because I'm just getting to a point where I don't want to lose hope. And I know I've been in this game for a while, and I know a lot, and I can share a lot, and I can help educate women who are just getting into it, and even who've been in it for a long time. And we can help each other out and keep each other motivated. That's basically what this channel is for. And just to let you know, I have been doing IVF for quite a few years. It all started with, I had fibroids, and I can do a video about that if you guys need me to. You can comment below if you'd like me to do a video about that. But bad. I had them very bad. And I had to get something called a myomectomy. And I read everywhere, oh yeah, after you have the myomectomy, women get pregnant like that, blah, blah, blah. No. So I did IVF for about a year. And I finally got pregnant with my daughter. She is 2.5. I'll insert a picture. Welcome to my channel. I am Tamara Nicole. I would love, 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 love to have another child. And I'm 40 years old. I just turned 40. I don't want to have any regrets. I don't. I tried. Last year was a very rough year for me. So the doctors told me I had to wait a year before I tried to have another baby. So I had to wait till she turned 1. So then when she turned 1, I went to the doctor, and I had actually went on vacation. So when I went to the doctor, she asked me, have I been out of the country? And I told her I went to Mexico. So then she said, well, because of the Zika, you have to wait 6 months. So then I had to wait 6 months. So after that, I go back to the doctor, and I'm a very poor responder to the medications. So it took me about 3 rounds of stems just to get one embryo. And each time with that particular doctor, I really liked her, because every time we did a cycle that didn't work, she adjusted it a little bit. So the last cycle we did, we used Clomid, which a lot of people don't use Clomid anymore. So that kind of messes with your uterine lining. So she suggested that we wait and freeze it. So at that point, I had to wait 2 months. After the first month, my lining still was not good. I had to wait 2 months for my lining to be perfect. And I think that was in August. So I had the transfer of my 1 embryo, and it didn't work. I mean, I did everything by the book. I took my medicine at the correct times. I did acupuncture. I never missed an acupuncture appointment. I took a week off of work, straight bed rest for the transfer, and it didn't go through. And the thing that's tough is that after the transfer, you have to wait 2 weeks. So, the 2 weeks is just torture. So then the day that my doctor was supposed to call me after the 2-week wait was the same day as my daughter's second birthday party. So she calls me 3 hours before the party, and she tells me that, I'm sorry to let you know, but, I mean, as soon as she called me, I knew, because normally the nurse will call me if everything's okay. But when my doctor calls me, then you know something went wrong. So as soon as I picked up the phone and I heard her voice, I just started crying. It was very tough. I put everything into that cycle. Uh, Emotionally, physically, financially, mentally, and it was very rough. Another thing is that I'm paying for everything out of pocket. You know, I exhausted all my insurance when I had my daughter, so it can be very expensive. So after that, you know, unfortunately that was the same doctor that gave me my daughter, so I couldn't work with her anymore. So I found another doctor that's much cheaper and does financing, so I had to switch doctors. So now I'm going to the new doctor, and I guess you get what you pay for, because I feel like for me, for my cycle, for my issues, not my issues, for my situation, they only have one cycle that they do over and over and over and over and over. So that brings me to this doctor. I've done 2 rounds of stems. 2 rounds of stems. The first round of stems, I had 2 follicles. That was it. It was pretty bad. 2 follicles. I didn't even make it to transfer. So my second round of stems, I had 5 follicles. 5. I wasn't comfortable with the size of the follicles, but what's a perfect cycle? So I did my retrieval, and when I woke up from the retrieval, they told me they got one follicle, 1 egg from 5 follicles. They only got 1 egg. And I was devastated. Like, so now I am priming for my next cycle. I noticed that a lot of my issue is that I get a lead follicle, and I start off with big follicles, and that just throws everything off. So right now I'm taking birth control and I'm taking HGH. So the birth control, you know, with the high estrogen. So the hopes of that is that once I start my cycle, I'm going to start off with no follicles, and they're all going to grow at the same rate. That's what we're hoping for. Thank you guys for watching, and please leave your comments below. Please subscribe.